Well, howdy, hey, welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 23. Well, the weather's changing. It's the first day of fall. So summer's over. Incredibly, the water's gone down even more. There's the buckets I was dumping last week. But the water is very pretty today. The silt is kind of going away and getting some green, except for the mucky muck. Yuck. But I originally was planning on, that's where I was digging last week. I was planning on, I don't know if you remember, but there was a big old boulder on the right side of my hole. I was thinking about opening up on the side of that, but I think I'm going to look around a little bit because there's some exposed stuff that normally doesn't get exposed, and I don't know. It's just very quiet and peaceful. I was watching my prospector porn this morning, and Phil with Freedom Prospecting, he was out talking about he just likes to go out to peace and quiet and look for his nugs, but most of all just to get away from the world, and I'm kind of the same way. The gold's just a bonus. Anywho, the weather is changing. We are going to get rain. It's coming. I may be having a visitor today. You will know who he is, and I'll introduce you again when he gets here, if he gets here. But it's definitely cooler. I can handle a little bit of rain, but we're supposed to get quite a bit here later this afternoon. So I wanted to get an early start this morning. We'll figure out what I'm going to be doing. You'd think I'd know by now by the time I got here, but I don't. I just enjoy the drive too. So let me get looking around and see what I'm going to do. Then we'll see if we can find me a nug. Gold Rush 23. Alrighty then. Well, what I decided to do is come back to this area. I had, this moss-covered boulder. That one had moss on it right down in here. And I'm just now starting to get underneath it. You can see this like clay stuff. So I don't think this has been dug before, but it does hopefully look good, and in the past I have found pretty good gold here. So let me do a test pan and we'll find out back in a bit. Well, alrighty, I got that pan back, and that's a hard no. I got two micro dots. I got one there and one there. So, yeah, that's a hard no. I wanted to see lots of black sand, all the indicators as far as garnets and stuff, but for underneath that rock, I should have at least had one nug. So, probably has been dug a year or so, or maybe more ago. Who knows, I might have even dug it. But, so, we're going to change spots, roll that boulder back in, cover it up, and we'll check out another spot back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey. All right, spot number 2. This is where I was digging last week. and I knew there was a huge boulder on that side, but I also knew the pay layer was moving this way too. So all I did is I rolled that big old junker out of there and pulled out, you know, those 7 or 8 rocks. And I only panned down to the next layer of rock right there, which you can see. So my plan is to open this up all the way to here so I can get room under there to pry things out. I'm gonna get me some nugs. But let me show you that test pan. It actually is a really good test pan for just the top layer. So I'm sure we're gonna get some gold today. Back in a bit. So as you can see, that's a way better pan. I even got one in there that's a borderline nug. So, okay, we got our spot. I did just get a message from Jim, from Uncle Jimmy's out west, and he is on his way out here. So, I'm going to get ready and get set up and start classifying. That's a good pan. That's a good test pan. And that's just the top layer. Back in a bit. Alrighty. Going to take a small little break here, but I got 4 buckets of water up there ready to classify. I got the mighty keen wash plant ready for recirc down there. Not too far of a walk to carry the buckets. All I got to do now is start swinging that pick and shoveling that pay dirt. Back in a bit. Alrighty, hey, alright, just an update. So I got almost got the 3rd one filled, but look how big that rock is. Something tells me. But Jim from Uncle Jimmy's out west, he brought his metal detector down and his gold hog. I think he brought a refrigerator, the kitchen sink. I guess you can call that a chair. But we were talking, he wants to kind of do his own thing and find a spot himself, so I was giving him some pointers. But of course he grabbed his metal detector and was playing with it. Cheater stick. And I told him I don't think there's nugs here, but that would be cool. But he got a hit that said gold.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out.
Most of what he's getting is iron, which is probably the black sand. But if he gets a nugget, I definitely know I could beat him up to the truck.
I bet. Hey, I'm gonna get my classifier. You should show him the spot.
Get your thing? Did you get it in your pan?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my classifier over here. We'll go check this baby out. I'm gonna test it though, see if it's in there.
I was gonna say, was it behind that rock that you're talking about? Is that the hit that you were talking about?
Yep. It's bouncing closer towards gold, so we'll see.
Like I said, you never know. That would be freaking sweet. If he does, though, I'm taking him out.
I should probably.
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you see if you got it first? This is funny now. Ah, it's fun playing with new toys.
Okay.
Is that the same one? Is that the same hit?
Yes. Yes.
So now you have it in your
It's
pan.
in the pan again. Okay.
Again.
We'll use this thing.
You want me to just hold it?
Yeah.
You want to turn it off?
Oh no, because I'm gonna wave it under it. That's all right.
Well, it's fun. Fun looking for the. Maybe it's like Rich. Maybe he says he finds black gold, so maybe that's what you found. All right, I got to get back to moving dirt. Is this still going off?
Yeah, but it's iron.
Oh, it's that sand. That's what it was. Well, that was fun. He's still going at it. He's actually, he did find that using that thing, he can find big deposits of black sand. But he's just having fun. So he's going to do a bulk test this time where he was. But look what he gave me. This is freaking awesome. So I got 2 bucket handles. And he brought me this. Probably because he saw the video where I put my gold. But that's for weighing up your gold and everything. Isn't that cool? I could have used those handles a couple months ago when I took out that black sand and literally turned my handles into triangles, shattered the plastic and everything. So I was like, but I'm just taking a break. It's a fun day. I needed it. Still just beautiful out. It's cooling down a little bit now, so that's good because it was getting hot. Good day. Gold Rush 23. Well, howdy, hey. Alright, just an update. So, I got my rock piles. You can see there's no way I'm actually going to be able to pull that big old boulder out. But I am mining under it, and the material looks really good. Okay. Jim over there is setting up his gold hog. What's it called? Gold hog what? Piglet. You know, it's no match for my mighty keen wash plant. But we got 4 buckets. Look how much rock just to get 4 buckets. But it looks like really good material. And I was explaining to Jim earlier that if you can undermine that big old boulder enough, make sure this section is all clean, I can dig out above it and maybe get it just to flip down into the hole. Because that's the only way it's coming out. But for right now, I'm going to get those hauled down there to my mighty keen, and we're going to see if we got a nug. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Okay, 2 down. Nothing seems to be blocking up. And Jim's popping the cherry on his gold hog. Marty Keen. Gold hog. But he's the first time he's actually put it together and used it, and he's going to try to switch out the pump and then do some changing and stuff. So, but they are dancing in there and such. Boy, you got the fire with your metal detector and
the gold hog.
Jesus, look at the size of that pump.
That thing's gonna have enough. Gonna have enough juice, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. That is a nifty little thing, though. Like I say, the advantage of mine, though, it just folds all up. And it's a lot cooler. All right, I got to get these last 2 buckets fed. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Howdy. All right. Well, I got the mighty keen cleaned out. Almost just dropped my pan. I panned off the very light stuff. It's in my super sluice, but I already got gold. And I just started. That's on the, see, that's how dense this sand is. Like the gold doesn't really want it. There's a nice piece there. There's a nice one up there. I'm just doing this really fast, just because I'm taking a break anyway. Ooh, that's a pretty one. There's definitely some nice flakes in there, though, but I can't. Look how deep it is. It's just so dense. So, I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'm gonna still play with a little bit. If I find a giant nug, I'll bring you back. other than that, I'm going to get this in my container, and depending on the weather and what time it is, I might run some more. Jim's still over there doing another bucket. He did figure out that he needs a little bit bigger pump, but that's part of playing with it. Everything, you got to learn how to use everything. So let me finish playing with this and drooling over my nugs, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Well, howdy, eh? Alrighty. Well, Jim's still over there digging himself a hole. We'll go check his out. We got a mound, but I only got 2 buckets, and it's starting to rain. But you can see how I've been undermining that huge boulder. Ooh. So I'm actually going to run these 2 buckets, and then because it is supposed to really dump tonight, and I don't want to kill myself like last week. I don't think Jim's thinking that. I think he's going big or going home. That's holy crud, he's moving some dirt. So he got some gold on the miner's moss when he cleaned that out. Oh, you find yourself a nice boulder too. Yeah, see that pay dirt there?
Yep.
That's the juicy stuff. Boy, you got lots. Oh yeah. He uses his baby little excavator. Although you got a full-size excavator sitting right over there.
I know, but I gotta get around this big rock. This one sandwiched between that one.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And you know what will piss you off? You can't get your shovel down, then it'll turn out just being a little rock that's wedged in there, and you're like, God. Yeah, that's why I actually use my other shovel, excavator, because I get myself pounding on my palm.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying attention, and then by the time I go home, I feel like I can't move my hand because it's just that constant impact in your palm.
Yep.
So I have to remember to hold it sideways and not. Oh yeah. But he had some good gold just in his miner's moss. I saw a couple other specks in this thing, but I'm going to top off that second bucket and run those 2, and then we're going to wing it from there because I'm not getting soaking wet today. So Jim tells me he brought rain gear. He's going to go at it no matter what. So more power to you on that one. I live close though. You know, you got to go through everything to get here. But all right, let me get to it. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey. All right. Well, I got all my stuff cleaned up, backed up. I only ran those 2 extra buckets, so that's 6 total for the day. Jim's over there. He classified. Did you do 3 or 4? I know you did the 1 at first, but total 5? Wow. Putting me to shame. But so all I have left to do is take a little break here and then throw some boulders in and move some rock back in there and cover it up. But I do know I got gold. I saw it right in the bucket when I was dumping the last one. So how much? Who knows? But I'm going to sit here and relax. It actually started to rain and then it's not anymore. I think that was a warning shot.
I think it knows I'm going to catch a berry. So, all right, hold off.
Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, I'm going to take a break, fill in the hole, and go home and get some grub. Back in a bit. Well, howdy, hey. All right. Well, I got everything done, and the hole is reclamated. Jim's going to go ahead and hang out a little bit longer and try to do, you're going to try to do 3 more?
Yep.
That's, damn, that would be 8 buckets? Yeah. Better him than me. Last time I did 8, I could barely walk when I got home, so. I tell you what, though, Jim ain't afraid to move rock. But his little gold hog's chewing through them. He's got an 1,100 gallon per hour pump, and he's going to try next time. Says he has a 2,000 gallon one at home. So, oh, you can see the little trout jumping already. So, I'm going to finish a small little break here, then I got to start packing everything up. And I got just the 2 buckets for those handles. Those are sweet. I appreciate that. Well, howdy, hey, welcome back. It's the next morning. I did already screen all the bigs out. No nugs. But there's my cons from yesterday. Got my gold wheel set up. Let's see if we got a nug. Oh, I am representing. Go Hawks. Back in a bit. Well, howdy, hey. Welcome back. All right, I got everything cleaned up. Got it all the way panned down. A lot of small flakes. Small flakes. But for 6 buckets, not too bad. I was hoping for better, like we all do. But let me put you in there and take a look. So, not too bad. Another week gone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go next weekend because my Jeep blew a water pump, and I'm going to have to get that fixed. And but we'll see. There's always sometimes a way. So, not bad. It all adds up. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hopefully you subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Jim with Uncle Jimmy's, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I do want to see what you got. So, until next week, you guys have a great day. Go Seahawks. And have a great week. See you next time. Gold Rush 23.